So I've recently just started using the Finola contraception pill, and the side effects I've noticed with it is I get spots around my chin, which is like a problem area. So I've struggled to find a concealer and a foundation that covers up the areas without making the problem worse.
So I'm Sophie and I'm a qualified aesthetic practitioner, and I'm also a makeup artist, and today I'm going to be using makeup that is good for the skin and also provides good coverage. So today we're going to be using a product range called Arbonne, and this is makeup that provides full coverage, and it's also got botanical ingredients in so that it's actually doing good to your skin and moisturising it whilst it's on. So now we're going to use the Arbonne primer, and the brilliant thing about this is it's got lots of botanicals in, so it's going to moisturise your skin whilst it's on. And it's always good to have a really good primer because that's the first thing that's going to touch your skin. So if you can't afford to get a more expensive foundation as well as the primer, you need to look at getting a good primer that's going to moisturise your skin and it's not going to cause it any harm or make it get blocked up. Putting the primer, just applying it evenly all over the place. And the good thing about wearing a primer is it's going to fill in all of your pores for when you get your foundation on. It's going to make it look more flawless. So now we're going to apply the Arbonne concealer to all of the problem areas. And once this is done, you can use a setting spray just to set it on so that it's not going to move when you put your foundation over the top. So when we put the concealer on, we need to be aware not to use our fingers because you don't want to be using dirty fingers to put it on, and you also need to make sure that you're washing your brushes after every application. So now we're going to use the Arbonne foundation, which is medium to full coverage and also good for your skin. So we're just applying this now with a foundation brush evenly all over the skin and over the areas that we've just covered with the concealer. So if you need any more coverage, then you can always just dab on and build it up over the areas that were a problem. And now we're going to use the Arbonne liquid concealer to do the contour. So we're just going to put this under the eyes, on the chin and on the forehead and nose to create the lighter. Okay. So if we're using a concealer to do the contour, you need to make sure that your concealer is around 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone or the foundation that you're using. When you use your sponge to blend that in, you need to make sure that your sponge is a little bit damp, otherwise the sponge will just soak up all of the product. Look up, please. Thank you. So now we're going to use the Arbonne bronzer for the darker contour, and you need to make sure that your darker contour is 2 shades darker and the lighter is 2 shades lighter than the foundation that you're wearing. So we're just going to use gentle strokes and we're going to get in right underneath the cheekbone. Just down the cheekbones, and it's very lightweight, so it's very blendable. And you don't want to go too heavy. Just need it nice and light. Now we're going to do just some around the lighter contour that we did before. Just very lightly, we don't want these to be definite lines. So now I'm going to use a lightweight highlighter with a fan brush, and we're just going to go lightly so we're not clogging the face again. over the cheekbones, up the sides, slightly over the top of the eyebrows, and then we'll go down the nose. Yeah. And I've used the colour Blossom for Jess today.
Cool.
The important thing when you're looking for a skincare brand is to check the clinical studies and to make sure that the skincare brand has got clinical studies done on it, because you could be buying this brand and it might have all the right things in and the things that it's supposed to do to your skin, but when you're actually putting it on your skin it might not do anything. The ingredients that it says that it's got in might not actually be penetrating the skin and it might not be working the way that it's supposed to. So if you see that it has clinical proven studies on it, then you know that that product is actually going to work.
The makeup look that Sophie's done for us today, it's made us feel much more confident. I love the products and full coverage. It's definitely covered up all them blemishes that I had.